Yeah, it's a network
All
problem.
right, thank you so much, viewers, for joining us once again. We appreciate all the global citizen esteemed viewers. All right, we are so sorry for the break in transmission. So sorry about that. All right, as the situation we found ourselves this morning, we just need to manage the situation. All right, thank you, Mr. Olajide.
Good morning,
Welcome on
sir.
program once more.
Okay.
All right. Talking about Godswill Akpabio, the Senate president, assuring President Bola Ahmed victory on so come 2027 election. People have described it as uh, undemocratic, wishing the president good luck, before even conducting an election. What does this speak about the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Number one, Akpabio is a member of the political party that's ruling presently, and the best that will come out from him, the only thing you will hear from him is that their party will win again a second time. That's what a true party leader must say. Whether they will lose or they will not win, that's what he will say. That they will win this next presidential election or any other election, because that's the real party, that's where it belongs. But particularly, is the top person in Nigeria now. So what he said is not unexpected. It's what you should hear from a political party member who is committed to the party who been at the end of the affairs. And then also it's an ally, it's an associate of President Tinubu. So what you hear from every one of them is that they'll be loyal to their party. They always say that their party will win. But it's now left for us. We should not be disturbed by that. It is we, the opposition and the people in the masses that now think to counter them, whatever they said, to make sure that it does not come to pass. But as for what we should hear from them, that's what we hear from them, that their party will win, assure themselves of second time election, second time victory. That's what you expect from them as the party, as a member of the political party. If would they be saying that they will lose? We expect Akpabio to be Senate President Tinubu that, oh, the next election you will lose. That means himself will not become Senate President again. So what he has said is what's expected of him. But you should not be better by that. Like I said, we the masses and the opposition party that you want to put their house in order and counter them, make sure what they say does not come to pass. That's only one time is what they have the opportunity to do. Why they will take them out of them. So I'm not bothered by what they say. It's what is expected from them. They've said the right thing. What the party member to say.
Don't you think there is sound of the president needs to be very careful, especially now that there is a growing political tension in the country? There is a statement accredited to him that he said, uh, "Not human, not even not human, not God can stop his father, to become the president come 2027." How do you feel about this statement?
Out of the two statements,
Because don't forget, he has been in the news for some times now, and anything he says is always going viral.
yes, Mr. Mike, sir, I take exception to one of the
Though we don't
statements.
know how true the
Yes.
statement is.
He said, not woman, not even God.
Mm.
As far as no woman is concerned, that may be possible. But when he says not even God can stop his father from becoming president, I take exception to that completely. He has blasphemed. And so if he says so truly, God forgive me. If it's truly he says so, it was not quoted out of context.
Context, yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
He has blasphemed. And blasphemy, there's no forgiveness for blasphemy in the Bible. So you say, well, his father is a Muslim, Allah his father is a Christian, and himself is a Christian. I don't know what religion he practices anyway. But he has been clear that even God cannot stop his father. He has blasphemed and there's no forgiveness for blasphemy. As far as Christianity is concerned, that whoever blasphemes against God, there is no forgiveness in this present year, in this present earth, and the earth to come, and the age to come. For saying that, let's go back to Titanic, instead of Titanic, who said even God cannot see the ship. Let's go back to the issue of Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible, who said, I have built all this empire with my hands. That day, God destroyed him. He made him to become an animal, crawling on his feet, on his knee for 7 years in wilderness. God even made it sure that his throne was not taken by anybody until he realizes that God exists. So, for saying those statements, don't forgive me if he's quoted that truly he says that's he has moved. Let him go and begin to beg God. Otherwise, he will see God stopping his president. I even learned there's a Brazilian president-elect who says even God cannot stop his re-election. That he died on the eve of swearing in Brazil. So All these instances are shown that you cannot dare God. If you dare God, God will prove to you that He is omnipotent. He has the power to do anything. God will stop his father. That's
Now, let's even put God aside.
okay.
The confidence he has that his father will be re-elected and will become president again is even the main issue.
Okay, okay.
What kind of audacity do you think that is? And does his confidence in his father's administration or works or presidency reflects the reality on ground?
What gave him confidence that because they know that our electoral system is open to manipulation and rigging and corruption, and they've been using that over the years. They know our vote does not count. They don't get power by reason of our vote. All decisions that will midwife electoral process is already in their pockets, and post electoral process matter. The decision that will handle it is also in their pocket. So they dare anybody that go to hell, we will win. They know that whatever that will turn us at the polling booth will be different from what they will declare at the polling at the polling center that will be announced. They have the instrumentality of rigging, perverting the bandits of this at the polling booth, because they know they have the way of doing that. That's why they are confident that whatever they say will come to pass. That's where the confidence comes, not because Nigerians are those I know, because they've captured the entirety of the decision of the populace of the whole society. Everything that make us to have true and fair election have been bastardized. Everything they are messy. We don't have anything to do. They will even dare us go to court. Judiciary is running in their pocket as well. Electoral process in their pocket. Military, everything, every decision that will guarantee peaceful, election is already has been compromised and been captured and pocketed. That's what is giving the audacity. That whether you vote or don't vote, the result is certain. We will win and will be declared president. That's what is giving the confidence, not the works, not the performance, nothing.
All right, away from that, there was a rowdy session in the House yesterday
Yes.
over over immortalizing Humphrey Nwosu.
Yes.
That's the INEC boss in the
June 12.
June 12, 1993
Oh, yes.
Election that was annulled.
Yes.
And looking at what the Southeast Caucus for Senate's rejection of immortalizing Nwosu, that's what we have on the
Yes.
Vanguard newspaper. Is the man not worth immortalizing?
But if there's number one person to be utilized, I'm telling you, that man, not even from MKO, the winner of the winner of the
election.
That IBB, Brian Babangida, recently announced to the world, confirmed to the world that he actually won. The arbiter, the man, the umpire, the arbiter that hired the election, that provides the electoral body, that conducted that election, that's the first man that should have been honored. President Nwosu should have been the first man to have been honored. I'm surprised that in Nigeria, I don't know what we lay emphasis on as legacy. If you don't honor such a man, that the man who sat at the ends of affairs that time who nullified our election has come out to say that man won. I mean,
Won the election.
It's not about the man who supervised that process.
At least people that they were part of the victory of MKO Abiola.
He should be number one to be celebrated. That okay, that man who did that should be honored. I don't know what's really going on with our people in the Senate or the House of Assembly. That's such that when such a thing come up, they cannot reason beyond ethnic sentiment. They just once they hear anything from a president of the country, they go everywhere. If President Nwosu should be the number one person that should be, respected, honored, even in their house, that people should. I don't even expect any opposition to it. I mean, you should have a smooth sailing. That yes, as they recognizing Abiola and Nwosu should be the number one alongside MKO. That's my take on it. But the way it has gone now, I don't know. Maybe they can have it. But if it doesn't go this time around with this present Senate, they not give up. New National Assembly is still coming up. Maybe the new set of people will be there who will reason better and they will agree with them and pass it. But let's go with this present set of National Assembly who does not say anything good in it. They don't give it up. It's not discouraged.
All right.
Let them keep on picking it up. New National Assembly members will come and recognize it and know it's recognize the good in it, and they will pass it and they will immortalize it.
I'm very sure you are aware that the likes of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger now have exited ECOWAS.
Oh, yes.
And now the federal government of Nigeria, that of Ghana, are saying that the only way to solve this issue is to dialogue with them. Now, do you see these guys, these countries coming back?
See, my fear is that those countries, the snag they have upon them is that they are all military dictatorship. That's the fear. Those guys who are holding the affairs of those countries, none of them is democratically elected. Is it Mali? Is it Niger? Is it Burkina Faso? They are all military dictatorship that's so this way now. That's the fear they are not seeing. ECOWAS lets you know that, and it's just a matter of reassuring them that okay, we know you are government by a barrel of gun, but we encourage you put democracy setting in place. Put it in place. We can understand why he came to power. No problem. We are not persecuting you. But put democratic process in place and then embrace them, show them love, show them you're not there to persecute them, you're not going to try them after leaving office. If you can see that trust and confidence in you, they'll come out to you, then encourage them to put democratic process in place. Even if they want to win the election, rig themselves to the election and win. Let's see that a democracy is when that is at play, now it's at work. If the ECOWAS take that step, showing them love, showing understanding, and embrace them and allow them, encourage them to bring the democratic system in place, they will come back to ECOWAS. Nobody enjoy being an island. They don't want to be isolated. They are landlocked. All those countries, they are landlocked. None of them have access to sea. They must, whenever there is coming to the country, they must impose it through those countries that have borderline with like Nigeria, like Niger now. Whenever it's coming to Nigeria, they must come through Nigerian ocean, Lagos ports and other parts of Nigeria. So, because they are landlocked, they can't continue to steer those countries whereby their import and everything will come through. But it's just our ECOWAS should show understanding that they need to bring. It's like a baby that's misbehaving. Bring that baby closer, pet him or her, speak senses to his brain, and pamper him and tell him the right thing. Command him, it's your daughter. He will do what he wants to do. But when you are distancing yourself, you are yelling at him, you are shouting at him, he will keep distance from you. Let them bring them to close together, encourage them, show them love, say understand them, then encourage them to bring democratic system to place. They will come back and join ECOWAS. They too cannot continue to stay lonely forever, but they know they are landlords.
All right, thank you so much, Liquid, about Bola Tinubu. I am not against immortalizing Nwosu, but the people against it also have some points. So I hope the issue will be resolved soon. All right, from Prince, good morning. Thank you so much for coming this morning. We have Raymond in the comment section. We appreciate Tanimola is also here. Tanimola Joseph, thank you so much. He's watching us from the United Kingdom. We appreciate Joseph. Sorry, David Okafor. We appreciate you. Gladys Oyabo is also here. Mookie Great is here this morning. We appreciate all of you for coming, for joining us today. Thank you so much, Mr. Olagide. I appreciate you.
No, I'm here before you. You make me. You know where. I was here before you.
Can you take it easy? Okay, we can have both of you together. No problem. Just come closer, Mr. Oh, okay, was here before. Okay. So sorry, sorry about that.
Yes, I saw his face.
All right. Okay, you're welcome on the program, Mr. Vincent.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. How would you describe this statement accredited to Seyi Tinubu? If I can really substantiate that, but Nigerians are reacting to it. But I won't say that he has not said that his father, nothing can stop his father from completing his 8 years. I won't say he has not made that kind of statement before. But involving God in the issue is not what I can substantiate.
You see, I greet you, my esteemed audience. I want to say very good morning. This morning, what is floating out in the space about Seyi Tinubu, having said that even God cannot stop his father from becoming the president of the nation. If so, allegedly anyway, because it is not yet confirmed. If indeed he says he made such a statement, I think there is an arrogant pride. You understand? Because how can a mortal person be comparing himself with an immortal God? I think there is no balancing in that aspect. Having said that, I want to say that irrespective of whatever he might have said, because nobody that will cook or the mother will cook and say the soup is not sweet when he has no other option in his house of how to fill his stomach. You see, Seyi Tinubu, prior before now, he was a nobody to me. Even in politics or in the political space, he was a nobody. I started hearing Seyi Tinubu when his father came to the fore as the governor of Lagos State, then to the number one citizen of Nigeria. But having said that, you will see that Seyi Tinubu must be myopic. If he has been somebody that is on the streets, like as we are on the street here on city stand, we say it the way it is. We don't miss word. That is why I have to align with this great platform, because it's a platform whereby we don't say B and when we indeed mean A. I want to believe that Seyi has never been on the street. Somebody is like is like an Greek somebody who doesn't know where the shoe pinches. All his life, he has always been having everything at his beck and call. So he doesn't know where the shoe pinches the average citizen of Nigeria. So he can as well say anything that comes out of it, because talk itself is cheap in the mouth of the person whose yam has been roasted for him. I want to believe so. But aside that, President Bola Tinubu as a person should know better, because prior to his emergence in the political space, he has always been known to be a progressive person. But with the event that is unfolding now, it shows that he is not a progressive person per se, because how can you say you are a progressive person and we still continue to progress faster into the abyss? I think that he should give it a very good thought and see that and do the needful that the masses will embrace and be happy with it.
All right, looking at what I'm getting here, the statements was actually reported by 247ureports.com, and it's spreading like a wide fire. 247ureports.com. As I said, we can't really substantiate, ascertain that statement credited to that young man. All right, away from that, Akpabio has also assured Nigerians that the president will come back in 2027. Well, the question is, what has the president done to deserve a second time?
I believe if you say you are a student in a classroom and you are aspiring to go to the next stage, I think the very first thing that whosoever is going to check your competence is your scorecard. I think President Tinubu's scorecard should be the one to speak volume of his achievements. And as we have it now, I want to believe that like every other right sense thinking person will say that he has not really done creditably well in this regard in terms of administration of this country. I want to believe that whatever Akpabio might have said, yeah, he's saying it because he's under his employer, or rather his master, because they say who pays the piper, he takes the tune. I don't think he will have a dissenting voice, different from what the APC as a party will say. I want to believe that he might be even also be living in a fool's paradise, and he is living in an imaginary world, judging from what is really happening on ground now. Because an average Nigerian, we are overburdened with tax, inflation. Life is no longer easy and sweet as we have it in Nigeria as of today. We know what it comes when you wake up every day. All what you hear is gory tales of sad news, events somewhere people are being killed, maimed, kidnapped, and we are not being driven from that vantage crest that we used to have. That vantage crest of blessing that Nigeria is noted for in the First Republic, we are now drifted into the abyss, and we is not supposed to be. For how long are we continue to wallow in this kind of wilderness that we have found ourselves? I want to believe that come 2027 is going to be very concrete, it's going to be realistic. Nigeria will come out and say no to all these tyrannical policies and behavior of this present government. I think it's high time Nigerians should come up and say no, because we are suffering. Things are not going on well. The length and breadth of the nation is awash with corruptible acts, with killings, with kidnapping, all sorts of gory tales, and which is not good for our democracy.
Is Humphrey Nwosu not part of the June 12th struggle? Why the rousing section in the House yesterday?
Yes, Humphrey Nwosu is an individual.
It's not worth celebrating.
Is very very well. Is even more than what, if there's any word like that, celebrating, because once you celebrate a man of panache, a man who stood against all odds of being pecked with little things, a man who never swayed, a man who never swayed, who stood astutely and to pronounce over our election in 1993. I think such a man should be celebrated for his industry, for his capacity to say it the way it is. I think that man should be celebrated. I want to say that he will go on in the annals of this country as somebody who is impeccable, who is faultless. I want to believe that that is number one person that I've seen so far that have held that office called INEC or INEC, our Independent National Electoral Commission, who has really stood his ground and to say yes, no to every corruptible act.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Vincent. All right.
Okay,
No problem. I'll on them. Thank you so much.
Thank
I say. All right, you're welcome on the program. Oh, so sorry. Okay, I think it's using access time. It's fair. Okay, before him.
I was before everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning, viewers.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Tundoka for my brother. Good morning. Oh, how is Oka this morning? Hope you're enjoying yourself. The breeze. Ikukuno mpukege kusanagi. You are all welcome, all of you guys. You know, we are happy we have you around every morning. Okay, great. Good morning. Chimaudeze. We are waiting for your this thing. Chimaudeze will always come up with, his critical opinion.
Okay.
So,
Humphrey Nwosu.
Professor Humphrey Nwosu, the foremost, best, let me say, INEC chairman in Nigeria, actually was a professor in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, when that position was, designated to him. And actually, he could not even fear the military junta then. Ibrahim Badamos Babangida, he actually made that announcement, remaining how many states has been counted? 29. He said, no need of waiting. The rest of the states, you don't finish now. Waiting with the wait again. He went along and announced the presumably winner of the June 12th election in 1993 with all audacity and braveness, not minding the blades of the military. Yes, he was slapped. He was rubbished. He was harassed. He was humiliated by the then Nigerian military head of state, Badamosi, Ibrahim Babangida. So, what are we trying to say? In the House, they actually are coming up with a bill to immortalize him, at least to respect him. You know how North is now. Northern senators, Northern Fulanis, Northern political juggernauts, they all stood up that Nwosu should not be honored. Anyway, for the first time, Southeastern senators to have represented us well, they all stood up and walked out on them. Yes, Northern senators, they all stood up, and walked out on them. If I could suggest, had it was the like of us that were in that house, I wish I was in that house. I wish I were among the, Southeastern senators. I think we cannot just not only walk out on them. The whole Northern senators will be subjected to serious fist cuts. Because that man epitomizes Nigerian true democracy.
So he's one of the heroes.
That man epitomizes what Abiola represents today. That man epitomizes the freest and fairest election that an Igbo man could come out or, audaciously and give a Yoruba man what is his.
The same thing applicable to the Hausas, the same thing applicable to Yoruba. Everybody voted Abiola, and Humphrey Nwosu, professor of political science, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, could not at least hold his conscience back. No wonder Ottoman Danfodio said that conscience is what? An open wound. It is only the truth that could heal it. Humphrey Nwosu announced it. Humphrey Nwosu received insult, bully from the then military head of state, Babangida, who came out and slapped him. Just imagine, if I could be from the Leon, Anambra State, now that Babangida is about dying, I will take him to court. I will resuscitate that matter. We should go to court. So no need of at least, turning our back on what is bad, turning our back on what is good. When something is good, you are allowed to come out and at least testify to its goodness. So Humphrey Nwosu, the North turn their back that they will not remember him, because the North, they don't cast vote. The North, they don't support justice. The North, they don't support democracy. What the North is all about doing in Nigeria is their parasitic way of life, depending on the southern Nigeria. Parasites. If you come up with new bill in the house, they will turn it down. If you come up with a bill that will move this country forward, outside man will turn it down. So, let me say, opportunities, chance has played it on us that the like of us has not, make it to the house of legislation of our time.
All right, Andrew Ogujimi.
Because we know what we can do.
All right, Andrew Ogujimi. Nwosu immortalization rejected by the Nigerian senators.
Yeah.
Tell you that they are all unfaithful senators.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I am today Okafo saying that IBB is a Fulani man and he is a clandestine and illegal immigrant in Nigeria. He has no right to be a head of state in Nigeria.
Baba Tinubu, good morning, sir. Once again, I actually discussed with him now.
You should be imprisoned immediately without wasting time. The IBB should be imprisoned. Somebody said with the wheelchair. Then go roll down for wheelchair.
Baba, we go to put him on his wheelchair towards a court. Maybe Umuahia or Enugu High Court.
If you are in the position to advise countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, would you advise them to come back to ECOWAS?
No.
President Bola Tinubu said the only thing they can do at this point is to dialogue. President Bola Tinubu and Mahama, John Mahama.
They want to bring them together.
To dialogue with them.
No. President Bola Tinubu can never prevail over them. See, you will leave Malians to be and allow Burkina Faso to be. Because they have suffered all these years. Tinubu is a money man. He doesn't know what it takes to be a suffer man, suffer head. See, the Council of Francophones, English-speaking countries in West Africa, they have actually sealed it up. They are not coming back to ECOWAS. What are you saying? Why? Okay, Tinubu is happy that we are Francophones, we are Anglophone, and England, the British, is doing us this evil. They are the ones supporting him. If you want now, you must visit London. As among the Commonwealth nations, you must visit Mama Charlie. When Mama Charlie was alive. Now, naturally, you go visit if you win election as an English-speaking country in Africa. That is how the supremacists, the white supremacists, handle the Francophones in West Africa, and their senses are coming back. Don't you see what Traore is doing in Burkina Faso? Ibrahim Traore has actually rejected billions from Saudi Arabia. On what basis? Saudi Arabia want to go to Burkina Faso and build the largest mosque in the world. Yes, the King Fahd family, King Fahd, the ruling royal family of Saudi, they actually believe that Traore is a black man, a black monkey. He would have started jumping up, because over what? Big edifice, magnificent edifice, big mosque, where big Allah go live. They think say Allah is big, he wants something like gold all over. That's how they think we are, we the blacks. But this gentleman in his 30s, maybe early 40s, rejected it. He told Saudi Arabia, no, bring educational institution, bring hospitals, bring employment infrastructure. Let us, free education, let us employ our youth. We don't want mosque. We don't want mosque. Mosque can never do us any good. The only thing that can do us good is what? Work your money, work and pay, original work and pay, work and pay. Work, money, earn money, hourly, every hour.
Do you think the Nigerian government would have accepted that?
Lie, therefore, Fulani man for accept that. Fulani go say, may the Canada must go to the headquarters of Nigeria Islam. That is Sokoto Yauri. Sokoto Yauri or Guzo. May they go build it to Sokoto Yauri or Guzo, so that the mosque will be the biggest, bigger than the Timbuktu mosque in Mali. Yes, that is what our Muslim is all about. If a Nigerian Muslim go Mecca, it is finished. You go carry all manner of gold all over in teeth. You go to waka like this. Sorry, my brother. You go to waka. Holy spirit man, spiritual spirit. Next to Allah, spiritual gentleman. You know when wahala.
Let us support President Bola Tinubu's second bid. I'm not the one saying this. Second time re-election. Yeah, I'm talking about.
We are yet to
Akpabio. I'm not the one saying it.
Akpabio. One is doing everything humanly possible to get Tinubu's nod and support over the kind of turbulence he is going through now in the house. Akpabio text message, he don't resurface you. People will say not touch in attach for nyach. His message, text message, come over me. I am the president of Federal Senate President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. I will do you good if you do me well. The kind of engagement you can even have with your wife. This one is more ugly. This one is uglier than this kind of statement. And that woman is somebody's wife. Natasha, don't they open the what? Kind of warm for the world to see that man actually harassed her.
With the dominance of APC in Nigeria's political space, don't you think it is a sure victory for Bola Tinubu?
Their dominance and their, judging by the Incumbency, power, vetoed on him. I think it doesn't need our vote. Listen, I repeat it. There is no man now. There is no woman now. Yeah? You will ask him about Tinubu administration that will not reject Tinubu. So what I'm trying to say is that each and every presidential election that comes, they don't need our vote. The mechanism in place they have down is what gives them upper hand over other political parties. I mean the ruling parties. Like what happened during Jega Atahiru. Atahiru was a Fulani man. He used Rankadede. Though Jonathan had Incumbency, but Rankadede won the election for Buhari then. Then comes 20.
You said he doesn't need our vote. So
he doesn't need our vote.
How will he win the election?
He doesn't need your vote. This one he won. Who voted for him? In so Lagos. Lagos.
Is it animals that voted for him?
I wonder. In
no,
Lagos.
You said you Nigerians.
We didn't vote. It is.
You said we. You generalized everything. All
everything. Of us, we did not vote.
All the 200 or over 200 million Nigerians didn't vote for him.
If 1 million vote out of 200 million, no vote for him. Nobody vote for him.
Nobody.
If 30 million votes. See, we follow statistics on what calculation. Arithmetical calculation, there are some you don't need to be writing it mentally, fast, mental work. No, there are some you just look at the statistics and you just round it up. And there are some mental work whereby they will just ask you a question. Arithmetically, you give them the solution. So what I mean is that a situation whereby we are 230 million in Nigeria and the 20 million voted for one person, the rest millions voted for the other party. I think that person with 20 million has question to answer. Almajeri, Imam, and the Alpha will get low mentality, will go vote in the north. Are they Nigerians? We have large population of people in Lagos State that actually turned their back on APC in 2023. And that's why APC was like a rolling stone that gathers no moss in 2023. As they were falling. They were going down the bottomless pit because they don't have the majority supporters here in the southwest. Even Ekiti still weeping till today because the result sheet they used in Ekiti was that of 2019 during Buhari regime. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Result sheet of 2019 election was used in 2023 in Ekiti State, abandoning all the effort of the Ekitilites. They made to vote their own choice. They don't put in the dustbin. Impunity.
Whether you like it or not, my father will win.
He said with God.
Sheyi.
He said with God, and I pray for him. Say he can't say that God cannot challenge him.
I can't. You can't.
No, he say even God. People are clamoring it. I say this thing can't be because that boy don't want to die.
I don't think.
Can he prove it?
2019 on social media, it was there.
Can you concentrate on what you're doing?
It's in the court. You know that Ekiti did not vote him.
Oh God.
See, let me tell you. Seyi wouldn't have said that because I was praying for Seyi. How could Seyi say even God could not stop this? I was challenging people that it can be possible. I've never seen anybody that.
Let's hope he didn't say it.
He didn't say it. I hope, I believe, because I don't want him.
Maybe he was quoted out of context.
Yes, out of context. Out of context.
All right, thank you so much, Rafael.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. Anything you want to say, Mr. Lucky? So sorry about that.
It's not because I'm gentle and good morning to our viewers. May God bless you, Mr. Mike.
All right, now, would you describe the administration of President Bola Tinubu? And do you think the 2027 is short with the economic challenges?
We can't determine, but what we know is that there is hardship. Nigerians are suffering. There is hunger in the land. There is insecurity.
Can the hardship guarantee him victory?
How can hardship?
Can the security guarantee him victory?
It can't. So we have
been telling us that the victory is not sure.
The victory
is a loser. Is that what you're saying?
I don't say it's a loser, but I say the victory is not sure because of what Nigerians are going through. So the victory is not sure. By the way, why are we not? Why our leaders? Why Mr. President is not addressing the situation, the immediate situation of Nigerians, the suffering and pain of Nigeria? I think it is what he would have been occupied addressing and to talk about 2027. If you jump this very situation and you are talking about 2027, it means you don't care about us. And that's a problem if you don't care. Please. So look at Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike. Are you seeing what is happening? I'm even afraid of Nigeria. I thought that Nigeria is a country that would have delivered Africa from this mental slavery and yoke of slavery. But you see now that it is even a small country like Burkina Faso that is trying to deliver Africa from yoke of slavery and from yoke of all sorts of colonial, will I say, dominion. If you see what Traoré is doing in Burkina Faso, if you see what that young man is doing, trying, I wouldn't even say trying, he has delivered Burkina Faso from the hand of France. He has delivered them from yoke of colonization. He has delivered them from that very mental slavery that this Western world pour on Africa. I can tell you that Burkina Faso is now a free country. He is planning even to pay students of Burkina Faso 100,000 every month. And Burkina Faso is a country, I'm not insulting them, that was very poor. A country where you cannot easily have hold up because they don't have many cars. This young man of Burkina don't care about his selfless leader. He doesn't care about riding highest car, building, or he cares about Burkina Faso. All is about, delivering the people from that very yoke of poverty and slavery. Why would Nigeria follow their footsteps? Why we have hope that this great nation, Nigeria, the most populated black country in Africa, why we hope that they are the people that will free the rest of Africa? They are the people. It's as if we are playing. It's as if we are joking. We are not even talking about the main issue. We are only talking about, I want to become president. I want this election. I want to win the next election. We are occupied doing that, and we don't care about human beings. I ask myself, if I'm president of Nigeria, I'm telling you, Mr. Mike, I cannot be proud of standing anywhere and make a speech. A country that goes from something to nothing. China went from nothing to something. India is coming up. But Nigeria is falling every day. The yoke of, will I say, tribalism, religion, and sentiment. Nigerians, when you talk, it's not all about even the leaders, although the leaders are the people also holding Nigeria. But if you see the masses, if you see how we reason, could you believe in something that a man told me that as long as Mr. President is from his village, let him be there, whether things are working or not. He's proud that President of Nigeria is from his village. Then I asked that man, what? I'm insulting you, man. You are very poor. To eat is very hard. I'm telling you, Mr. Mike, I'm not advertising myself. We are the people helping the man, even to eat. I'm telling you, this man died in poverty. Lack of treatment, he died. But he preferred, you see the kind of spirit that we have. We don't care about what is happening. You will see, even when Mr. President, when people are saying that the next term is short for him, even when they're saying the next term is short for him, I'm telling you, don't be surprised that when Mr. President will come out and call the masses, you will see the masses at his back again. You ask yourself, what are we doing? So what I'm saying is this: it's not I'm not against Mr. President, but what I'm saying is, what are you talking? Why you don't address the situation of Nigerian citizens, their sufferings and pain, and we are occupied talking about 2017. It doesn't work. And another one is this one. You see, I wouldn't hide myself. It's not sentiment. I love Seyi Tinubu as a young man. I think that he cannot behave like all those old people that are destroying Nigeria. But if it is true that he said even God cannot stop his father, if it is true, then there is a problem.
I don't think some persons are trying to paint him bad in the eyes of the public.
That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I say, if it is true, you don't doubt God. No matter how, whether you believe in God or you don't believe, it doesn't make a change. It doesn't mean that God does not exist. God exists. We know that every human being have one thing or the other that they are worshiping. Some worship an idol, some worship whatever, and there are people worshiping God. You don't doubt God. Remember the Nebuchadnezzar of old. For the fact that he came out and said, this Babylon was built by my own hand and my own effort. Because of that, God said, no. You build Babylon, the riches of Babylon, the riches of the land belong to God. Good. Is it for your father or my father? No, it is God that put it for Nigeria. So you don't doubt God. if really he said something of that nature, he should retract that word
And
with
people
immediately.
are saying that he didn't say it. You have it in the comment section. Some of our viewers are saying he
Okay,
didn't say
okay.
it. That's why I said
Yes.
some Nigerians are not trying to paint a bad picture
Yes.
of him.
If he didn't say it,
in the eyes of the
good,
public.
good.
Yeah.
If he didn't say it, very good. If he can say whatever, but don't touch.
All right,
Sorry.
sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I really
thank you.
appreciate it. All right, we need to go today on the program. All right, viewers, we appreciate your presence with us this morning. We'll be here tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, the 29th of March 2025. Yeah, Saturday. We'll be here tomorrow for another interesting edition of the program. Michael Adekunle signing out. But before doing that,